Forget the shiny gym machines, forget the endless scrolling on Instagram for the newest secret move that promises bigger arms or a shredded six-pack. That's not what real strength is about. Soldiers don't train for mirror muscles. They train for survival. For situations where strength isn't just nice to have, it's the only thing that keeps you alive. Picture carrying a heavy pack under fire, dragging a wounded teammate, or marching for days without food or rest. That's real strength. The kind that doesn't quit when everything around you does. And here's the truth. You can spend years in the gym and still fail when it counts. A big chest won't help you climb a wall. Toned arms won't carry your body weight under pressure. Military training cuts the nonsense. It builds strength you can actually use. Strength to lift, run, climb, crawl, and endure. And in this video, I'm breaking down 7 military exercises that don't just make you look strong. They make you unbreakable. Stick around until the end, because the final exercise is the one most people can't complete. But it's the one that transforms you the most. So tell me, are you here to just look strong? Or are you ready to be strong? Exercise number 1. Pull-ups, the survival benchmark. If there's one exercise that instantly separates the strong from the weak, it's the pull-up. No fancy machines, no shortcuts. Just you, your body weight, and the bar. Think about it. If you can't pull your own body over a ledge, a wall, or even out of danger, how strong are you really? That's why in the military, pull-ups aren't just another workout. They're a survival benchmark. Every rep forces your back, shoulders, and arms to work together, but more than that, it builds grip strength, the kind you need when you're hanging on for your life. Soldiers rely on it for climbing walls, hauling gear, and even pulling injured teammates to safety. And here's the part most people don't realize. Pull-ups aren't about size, they're about control. You can have big arms and still fail at them, but if you master pull-ups, you prove you can command your own body. Start with what you can. 1 rep, 2 reps, it doesn't matter. Because every rep you add isn't just progress in the gym, it's progress toward being unshakable in real life. But pull-ups are just the start. Because as tough as they are, the next exercise pushes your endurance into an entirely different battlefield. Exercise number 2. Burpees, the battlefield drill. If pull-ups are about strength, burpees are about survival under pressure. This isn't some trendy fitness challenge, it's a battlefield drill. In the military, burpees are used to test one thing. Can you keep moving when your lungs are burning and your body begs you to stop? A single burpee forces your whole body to work as one. You drop down, hit the ground, push up, spring to your feet, and explode into the air, all in one motion. It mimics exactly what a soldier might face, hitting the dirt, pushing back up, and moving fast before the next threat comes. And here's the brutal truth. Burpees don't just test your muscles, they test your mind. After a few reps, your chest is on fire, your legs are heavy, and every voice in your head screams, quit. But that's the moment soldiers push through, because if you can fight past that wall here, you can fight past it anywhere. Most people avoid burpees because they're uncomfortable. Soldiers embrace them because they know discomfort is the training ground for resilience. And every rep builds not just endurance, but grit, the kind that carries you through long marches, surprise drills, and real combat fatigue. So when you drop into burpees, remember this: you're not just working out, you're proving to yourself that you can keep moving when it matters most. But as punishing as burpees are, they are nothing compared to the next exercise, the one that turns raw power into unstoppable stamina. Exercise number 3. Bear crawl, the primal grinder. Now we move to something primal, the bear crawl. At first glance, it looks almost too simple. Hands and feet on the ground, crawling forward like an animal. But don't let the simplicity fool you. This move is a grinder, and it has broken more recruits than you'd expect. In the military, the bear crawl isn't just an exercise, it's survival practice. Soldiers use it to move under low cover, staying hidden while still pushing forward. Every inch tests your shoulders, arms, core, and legs, all while your lungs beg for air. The real challenge: endurance. Bear crawls burn you out fast. After a few meters, your arms are shaking, your core is screaming, and your coordination starts to collapse. But that's the point. Soldiers train to stay sharp and keep moving even when their body wants to quit. What makes the bear crawl so brutal is that it's both physical and mental. It forces you into a position that feels unnatural, uncomfortable, and exhausting. And yet, you have to keep crawling. Just like in real combat, where quitting isn't an option. Here's the secret. The bear crawl builds more than muscle. It builds grit, that quiet toughness that lets you push through chaos, low to the ground, when the world feels heavy on your back. So if you want to train like a soldier, get down on all fours and start crawling. You'll hate it at first, but when you rise back up, you'll be tougher than before. And if you thought crawling like a beast was hard, wait until you see the next drill. An old school test that soldiers still swear by for raw explosive power. Exercise number 4, push-ups, the endless test. Every soldier has a love-hate relationship with push-ups. Simple? Yes. Easy? Never. Push-ups are the military's most reliable test of raw endurance and discipline. And here's the catch. They're not about hitting a number, they're about breaking you down. In boot camp, push-ups aren't just a workout, they're a punishment, a test, and a lesson rolled into one. Mess up in training, drop and give me 20, fall behind in formation, drop and give me 50. The push-up is the great equalizer, nobody escapes it. What makes them brutal is the repetition. Your arms, chest, shoulders, and core burn, but the drill sergeant doesn't care how much it hurts. Because push-ups aren't just about building muscle, they're about proving you can keep going when every fiber in your body is begging you to quit. And here's the truth most people miss. Doing push-ups isn't about perfect form or showing off. It's about consistency under stress. Can you still push when your lungs are on fire? Can you stay sharp when exhaustion clouds your head? That's what the military is really testing. Push-ups also reveal something deeper: mental toughness. The ability to grind through the simplest, most repetitive pain without breaking. That's why soldiers who master push-ups usually master everything else. So next time you drop to the floor, don't think of it as just another rep. Think of it as training your mind to resist failure. And if you think push-ups are repetitive, wait until we step into a drill designed to push your lungs, legs, and willpower all at once. Because the next exercise doesn't just test strength, it tests survival. Exercise number 5. Running the relentless chase. If there's one thing every soldier learns fast, it's this: you can't escape running. No matter how strong you are in the gym, if your lungs and legs can't carry you, you won't last a day in the field. Running is the foundation of military fitness, the relentless chase that never ends. But this isn't casual jogging on a treadmill. Soldiers run in boots, in gear, and often carrying packs that weigh more than a small child. It's about building the kind of stamina that lets you sprint when the enemy is near, then keep moving mile after mile when there's no chance to rest. What makes running so brutal in the military isn't just the distance, it's the unpredictability. Sometimes it's short, explosive sprints that leave your chest burning. Other times it's long, grinding marches across endless terrain where your mind is screaming to quit. Either way, the rule is the same: don't stop moving. Here's the secret: running isn't just about conditioning your body, it conditions your willpower. Every step tests your ability to push through discomfort. Every mile teaches you that speed fades, strength fades, but determination can carry you further than you think. That's why soldiers don't just train to run fast, they train to run with purpose. Because in combat, running isn't about finishing a race. It's about survival, about getting somewhere first, or making sure you're not left behind. So if you really want to train like the military, don't just run for distance, run for resilience. Push past the moment your body says enough. That's when the real growth begins. And if you think running is tough, wait until we hit the next drill, the one that trains your entire body to move with raw, explosive power, no matter how tired you are. Exercise number 6. Rope climb the wall between you and failure. For many recruits, this is the moment of truth, the rope climb. No weights, no machines, just you, your grip, and a rope that suddenly feels a mile long. It's not just a test of strength, it's a wall between you and failure. At first it looks simple: wrap your legs, pull with your arms, climb. But halfway up, reality hits. Your hands burn, your forearms lock, and your body feels heavier with every inch. The rope doesn't care how many push-ups you can do or how fast you can run. It only asks one question: can you pull yourself up or not? That's why the rope climb is one of the ultimate military drills. It's raw, unforgiving, and exposes every weakness you didn't know you had. If your grip is weak, you're done. If your core can't stabilize you, you're done. And if your mind gives up before your body does, you're done. But here's the lesson soldiers take away. Conquering the rope isn't about muscle alone. It's about technique, grit, and refusing to let go when gravity is dragging you down. Every pull upward is a fight against fear and fatigue. Every climb is proof that you can rise higher than your doubts. The rope climb humbles you, but it also transforms you. The first time, you might slip. The second time, you might stall, but eventually, if you keep fighting, you reach the top. And in that moment, the view isn't just of the ground below, it's proof of what you're truly capable of. And if you thought the rope climb was the hardest test, wait until you see the final exercise. It's not about muscle, it's not about endurance, it's about pure survival, the one drill that separates the strong from the unbreakable. Exercise number 7, the Rock March. This is where soldiers are truly forged. The Rock March. On the surface, it sounds simple: strap on a heavy pack and walk. But anyone who's done it knows it's brutal, because this isn't a casual hike. This is miles of grinding terrain with 40, 60, sometimes even 100 pounds strapped to your back. Every step feels heavier than the last. Your shoulders ache, your lower back screams, your legs feel like they're sinking into the ground. And the worst part? There's no finish line in sight, just more miles, more weight, more pain. This is why the Rock March is the ultimate military test. It doesn't just challenge your muscles, it tests your lungs, your joints, your willpower. It asks one question: when your body wants to quit, can your mind force it to keep moving? Because out in the field, quitting isn't an option. Soldiers march through mud, rain, heat, and exhaustion because survival depends on it. And that's what makes this drill so powerful. It teaches you how to carry a burden, not just physically, but mentally. To keep moving forward when every instinct says stop. The Rock March builds more than endurance. It builds grit. It builds toughness. It builds the kind of strength that doesn't fade when the gym lights go out. Strength you carry with you in life, through every challenge, every setback, every uphill climb. So here's the truth. You can master pull-ups, push-ups, and sprints, but if you can't shoulder a load and march through the fire, you're not ready yet. The Rock March is the final test, and it's the one that separates the strong from the unbreakable. And now, the challenge is on you. You've seen the 7 military exercises that build insane strength. The only question left is, are you just going to watch, or are you going to step up, push through, and earn it? And there you have it. 7 military exercises that don't just make you look strong, they make you unbreakable. Pull-ups, burpees, bear crawls, push-ups, running, rope climbs, and the Rock March. Each one is brutal in its own way, but together they forge the kind of strength that doesn't quit when life gets hard. Because let's be honest, anyone can look fit under good lighting, but when the weight gets heavy, when your lungs are on fire, when your mind screams to stop, that's when real strength shows up. And that's the kind of strength you've just trained for. Now here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Pick one of these exercises today. Just one. Test yourself. Push until it hurts, and then push a little more. Do that every day, and you'll be shocked at how fast you grow, not just physically, but mentally. And if you made it all the way to this point in the video, you've already proven something most people can't. You have the focus, the grit, and the discipline to stick it out. That makes you different. That makes you dangerous. So here's what I want you to do. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 7 exercises you're going to start with. Pull-ups, burpees, maybe the Rock March if you're crazy enough. I want to hear it. And if this video lit a fire in you, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Because we've got even more battle-tested workouts coming that will push you past your limits and build the kind of strength nobody can take from you. Stay strong, stay relentless, and remember, real strength isn't built in comfort, it's built in the fight.